Is bottom-up investing in financially disciplined companies, and that's really been the key to Akash Prakash's success. So what are the stocks that he's holding on to at the end of Q4 FY18, and what are the ones which he's actually removed from his portfolio? Let's take it across to Karanya Rao. He's been mapping Akash Prakash's Amansa Capital portfolio very closely. Karanya, what are your findings like?
Well, one of the key highlights of Amansa Holdings in Akash Prakash's portfolio is the fact that he's always held more than 1% stake in the company. That's something which has changed in the fourth quarter. Of course, we'll come to that in detail and see which are the ones which he has reduced his holdings on. But let's focus in on his top 10 holdings at the end of the fourth quarter of FY18 first. Gateway Distriparks, that continues to be his top holding last quarter as well. This one was his top holding as far as his portfolio is concerned. 8.7% rather is what he's holding there. Followed by SRF, 7.3% is what he's holding on to. Cyient with 6.4% stake in the company. Ramkrishna Forgings as well. In fact, Ramkrishna Forgings, he had more than 7% stake, so that has also come down to 6.4% now. There's also Everready Industries with 5.5% stake. Among his other top 10 holdings are names like Zensa Tech with 4.7% holding, Majesco, a new entrant in his top 10 portfolio, 4.6% stake there. Triveni Turbines as well as Mindtree with 4.5% stake each. And lastly, in the top 10 names is Sundaram Fasteners. 4% is what he's holding on to in that particular counter. Let's talk about some key changes that he's made to his portfolio. Starting with the new additions, Sundaram Fasteners is one counter which he entered in the fourth quarter. There's Dish TV, there's Majesco as well as Aurobindo Pharma. So these are four important names which he is betting on as far as his Q4 key changes go. Reduced stake in Mindtree, Federal Bank as well as ENIL. ENIL is one stock where he's been cutting off stake. Even in the third quarter we saw some change there, some reduction there, and in fourth quarter as well he continues to reduce his stake in that particular company. Lastly, coming on to companies where he's holding less than 1% stake for the first time ever. Well, it's Edelweiss, Chola Investments, there's M&M Finance, Fortis, as well as Triveni Turbines. These are some names where he is holding less than 1% stake at the end of the fourth quarter. And this is an important change because, like I said, in his 20 odd stocks that he's been holding in his portfolio under Amansa Capital, he's always been holding more than 1% stake in all of those stocks. And this time around, for the first time ever, he's holding less than 1% stake in these 5 companies.